Hey friends, welcome back to Mustard Seed Homesteading. And for anyone that's new here, my name is Megan and I'm so glad that you came by today because this is my monthly Azure Standard haul. Once a month, my family and I love to buy bulk groceries and some household things. And today I'm going to show you everything we got. By the way, I'm doing this in the evening time because our Azure pickups have been later in the day. So there is somebody blowing their blower in their yard. So if there's a little bit of noise in the background, I'm so sorry. And the reason I do my hauls out of the back of my car before I bring everything into the house is because I disperse between the upstairs and the downstairs. And it just makes more sense for me to do everything here and then disperse everything into the home. So let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, friends. Well, here's a quick overview of everything that I got. I'm super excited about this haul because there's a lot of my favorites. I have been waiting. When I tell you waiting for their apples, I've been waiting for their apples and I'm so happy that we got not one box, but we got 2 boxes of apples. All right, so I'm going to start back here just because it is getting darker and there's a lot more light in the front here. But the first thing I want to show you is the Alexandre A2 Organic Whole Milk. We buy this pretty much every month. I either get a 6-pack, which is what I did this month, or I will get 2 6-packs. We really enjoy this milk, so typically we're, like I said, almost getting this every month. And then these dryer sheets, I don't buy these a whole lot just because we don't go through them super fast. But you guys, I really do love these. I switched, oh gosh, I'm trying to think when I switched, maybe 2 years ago now. I can't remember. But it's the lavender scent and we were running low, so I did place an order to get more. But I really do like these and we ended up getting a 6-pack. And then I did get a pound of garlic, not that I needed it, because if you watch my garden tours, I harvested a bunch of garlic, but here's the reason why I got it. So not only did I buy a bunch of seed garlic for my green stalks to plant because that time is coming for garlic planting, but I had the idea of trying some of their garlic as a garlic seed just to experiment and see if it would work. So I did buy a pound of their organic garlic. And then of course, maple syrup. I mean, I think get this almost every haul. We love their organic maple syrup. For the most part, every Sunday I make homemade sourdough waffles, and I also keep these containers, you guys, for gardening to make fertilizer because they're food grade. So I kind of have 2 uses out of this. So we did get another 5-gallon bottle of maple syrup. And then these crackers, so I actually bought a bunch of this brand a couple of months back, and the toasted sesame and honey crackers were absolutely delicious, you guys. So I did just finish using them up and I'm like, I need to get more of this. I'm trying to show you the ingredients here. I'm going to try to show you as many of the ingredients as possible because it is getting darker out and I want to make sure I show you guys everything, but you can see the ingredients are very clean and I really enjoy the flavor of this cracker, so I bought another box. And then I've shared this before. In fact, when I was showing my sales flyer last haul from last month, this was on their sales flyer. I really do like this trace mineral, their trace mineral drops. I just add this to my shake in the morning. And so I'm kind of running low, but I wanted to make sure I had enough just in case. And then I did buy another peeler. We do have 2. Now, I haven't bought the other 2 from Azure, but I grabbed this one from Azure because I think if I looked on Amazon, it wasn't that much of a price difference. And so I just went ahead and I got another one just to make sure I'm stocked up. And then friends, do you remember that citrus juicing lid a couple of hauls ago? I love this. I actually use this on my freezer meals. Let me pull this out so you can see. When I tell you the quality of this is so good. Let's see if I could do this with one hand, you guys. The quality is amazing. I mean, it really is. You put it over your mason jar. I will put in the description below my freezer meal video where I use this, and I was really impressed. I mean, the quality is just really good. And I love that it goes right over a mason jar. So I wanted to get another one just so that I had 2 just in case. Next are my cheeses. Now I do have 2 below here, but I want to focus on these 3 cheeses and this yogurt. So you guys, I love cheese. You've seen some of my hauls where I've gotten non-dairy stuff and cheese because my family does eat cheese, but I try hard not to eat cheese. But you guys, it is really hard. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna see if goat cheese, because I had tried, I want to say it was this brand of the herb and garlic goat cheese. It was a cheese. It was a goat cheese, and it was herb and garlic flavored, and it was absolutely delicious. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the goat feta. I'm gonna try the rich and creamy plain yogurt, as well as just the raw milk goat cheese. And then you guys, I mean, really, the Gouda, goat Gouda cheese, are you kidding me? So I'm hoping that the goat cheese does exceptionally well for me, because like I said, it's so hard to stay away from cheese. And if goat milk is better for me, I'm gonna try anything so that I can enjoy cheese without feeling, you know, the extra inflammation and all the other stuff that goes along with eating dairy. And then we have some extra coffee drinkers in the house now, like I said the last haul, and getting a 6-pack of the organic French vanilla creamer has been working really well without having to constantly go to the grocery store to get more. So I did stock up on another 6-pack of this. And then right underneath, I have bought books from Azure before, and I wasn't really looking for any books, but this did catch my attention because I do like to have books on hand that could help assist in gardening or give me some ideas to try. And this one is Gardening with Less Water. I don't know about you, but for me in my garden, watering the back of my garden can sometimes be a chore. I do have a lot of water grids in my beds, but I do have a lot of bags and buckets, and so it would just be nice to have something like this that I can go to and it can give me some ideas. And then this next book is Growing Undercover. I love to use frost covers and insect netting because it just helps with my garden, because I have pests and I like to also grow during the winter time as much as possible. So when I saw this, I figured, you know what, it would probably be really good to have a source like this so that I can get some ideas and just see how she gardens under covers. And then back here is a 4-pound box of the organic Asian pears. We really enjoy pears, but I've also been kind of on a salad kick, and I thought this would taste really good thinly sliced on a salad with feta cheese and cranberries and some nuts with a vinaigrette sauce. It's making me hungry now. So I did buy a box of these. And then this lovely box of organic apples. It's not one type of apple. They're called juicing apples, but this is a 21.5-pound box of apples. And I just plan to eat that for fresh eating because they're super small, but they look really good. And I figured this would be a great snack for the family. And then the other box of apples we got are the organic ginger gold apples. I've never tried this before, but they look really delicious and they look gorgeous. I don't see any blemishes or any dents on them. So I did buy these because I wanted to make sure that we were stocked up on plenty of apples, because not only do we like to eat these for fresh eating, but I also do love to juice, and some of the recipes calls for some apples. So I made sure I was stocked up. And then this lovely bottle of the North Coast Organic Honeycrisp apple cider is one of our favorites. I did buy an 8-pack of that. That's why you see a whole bunch of bottles everywhere. Our family loves this juice, and you guys, the ingredients are really clean. Let's find the ingredients. What are the ingredients? Okay, here we go. So it is, let's see if I can zoom up real quick. Hopefully you can see that. Pasteurized, unfiltered cider from certified organic apples. You guys, this tastes so good with some fresh homemade popcorn, butter and salt popcorn. So we were running a little bit low, and with fall around the corner, well, actually it is already fall, I wanted to make sure that we had plenty of it. And then there's an organic ground cumin. So in my freezer meal, I actually ran out of cumin, and I had to put a note on one of my freezer bags to add cumin. So I did go ahead and buy a big bag of cumin. And then I don't know if you remember this brand of cheese. I had tried, I want to say it was a yellow and a white cheese, and I can't remember what the yellow, I think it was just a yellow cheddar, but I bought a mozzarella, and I really enjoyed this brand. I'm always on the hunt for new cheeses for the family, whatever is going to be cost effective and healthy at the same time. But this mozzarella cheese was really good, and I was very impressed with this cheese. So instead of getting the yellow one, because we weren't in love with the yellow one, I did buy, let's see if I can get you focused. I did buy the yellow cheddar cheese one for this brand, and I'm pretty sure, I hope it tastes really good, but I do like this brand, so it's nice to know that I have different options to buy cheese for the family. And then even though I am growing ginger right over there, I'm not harvesting it just yet, and like I was saying earlier, I do love to juice, and one of my recipes calls for ginger, and so I did buy another bag of ginger to make sure I had plenty on hand. Now, do you guys remember that sample box of wildfire elixirs I bought? Guys, I absolutely love it. So I bought one in the full bottle of each. These are so good. So this is the fire tonic. Each one is different. This one is for the lungs. This one is the fire tonic called the fighter. And this one is the digestive tonic. And I'm telling you guys, I think it tastes really good. And I really, really like this. So I bought all 3 bottles. And then the last 2 things that I bought are corn and ground beef. So I did buy a 24 pack of corn because you guys, there is nothing like fresh corn on the cob. It is absolutely delicious. I do not grow corn. Hopefully one day I can. I would love to grow corn, but for right now, I purchased mine from Azure, so we bought 24 of these. Now, here's the ground beef that I bought, and I'll tell you why, because I'm actually supposed to be picking up my quarter cow at the end of this week, and I really don't need ground beef, but I have a freeze dryer, and I have yet to use the freeze dryer to freeze dry meat, and you can freeze dry meat. So what I decided to do was buy a 3-pack, because when you buy in bulk, it comes out less expensive than if you were to buy one package. And so I did buy a 3-pack of the ground beef, 85% lean and 15% fat. And then I bought a 3-pack of the 92% lean and 8% fat. And the reason I did 2 different kinds with the lean and the fat is to see if one does better than the other in the freeze dryer. I really would like to freeze dry more meat just to have some backup meat just for weather purposes or anything that may happen. Power goes out because there was a storm or anything, you just never know. So I'm going to be experimenting with both of these meats. And then friends, lastly, I love sharing their Azure flyers. These are some of my favorites just because there's so much great information. And I have to show you some because I just got excited. I didn't even know this. But let me just show you some of the things. So they'll just show in their sales flyer things that are on sale, new products. If you didn't know that they had products, this actually might be new-ish. I don't know. But you want to know what I'm super excited about? Their syrup. So I buy the Torani syrup for our cappuccinos at home because I'm trying to save any little bit I can, so I try to make my own cappuccinos at home as much as possible, and we use the Torani syrups, and I just saw that they're now selling their own syrups. Looks like it's their brand. I don't remember. No, it's Job Syrup. See, look at, I didn't even know that. This is what's so great about their flyers because you learn so much from the stuff that they sell or new things, because going on the website, I don't always have time to search for things. So having something like this is super helpful, and I just realized that they're selling the syrup. That's really cool. So I just wanted to show that to you, but I really love their flyers, and I'm very grateful that they put them in the box when they can. And also friends, if you're new to Azure and you're thinking about becoming a member or wanting to purchase for the first time, I do have an affiliate link below that would bless our family financially, and you are more than welcome to use it, but in no way feel obligated. I just want to share with you and say thank you if you do. And I also want to mention that even if you don't use my affiliate code, if you sign up with Azure, you will receive a welcome email. And in that email, you will get a 15% off discount code off of your first order. I also want to quickly mention before I end the video, because you can see it's starting to get dark, don't forget, I said this on the last video, and I'm going to try to remember every time, you guys, but you can suggest products. So if there's a product you really like at a store, or you know of a family-owned business close by you, you can suggest a product. You just scroll all the way down and it says suggest a product right there, and you just hit that suggest a product and put all the information in there, and then you can send that to Azure and they will take a look at that. So I don't want to forget to remind you guys about that. Well, friends, I'm about to lose focus right now, but I so love doing these Azure Standard hauls because I literally feel like I'm just talking with my friends and sharing all the goodies that I got, stuff that I've really enjoyed, things that are new, and I just really enjoy sharing all of this. So I appreciate every single one of you, and I always look forward to seeing you guys next time. And always remember this, friends. I want you to be encouraged, stay encouraged, and always stay inspired. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye. All right, it's time to put all this away. I got to put the outside lights on, guys.